Have you ever
What?
tried to fit in life? I think in our formative years, when you're young, you just want to be a cool kid.
Okay.
If you weren't a cool kid, you were trying to be a cool kid. Where does the desire to be a cool kid even come from in the first place?
Right.
What is a cool kid? Cool changes all the time. In today's podcast, we talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's skip.
it's a special day.
I have no guide today, so I'm very lost.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We're trying out new things.
Oh my gosh.
Happy Monday, or happy
It
whenever
is
you're listening to this. It's a
already
special,
Monday.
special week for us because we're entering the last week of July. And
Of recording. But this
Still
comes
no
out
new
in
set.
August.
Still no new set.
it's happening.
Oh, we're supposed to do something today that would contribute to the new set.
Oh, really?
But it didn't happen.
No, today you said.
Is it
Today?
happening today?
Yeah. We have to make a
I
purchase.
have like
We need to make a purchase,
Yeah.
yes.
I
we
have
need to make a
like
purchase.
a whole Lego Thor's hammer and a bear brick case waiting to be moved to the new set.
Wow.
So-
what a contributor you are to the new set.
It's not a contributor. I need to get out of my
Is
house.
it,
guys.
is it going to be like rotating displays? Whenever cool things come in and then you
Oh,
rotate it
shucks,
out?
we should get some of that.
No,
I don't-
as in like rotating in terms of like the different things that are coming in.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Not physically, literally
Oh,
rotating.
I want
That's
one that
crazy.
also. I think we can go on those.
Why?
Sneaker
Who's
is
it
coming
for?
up. Sneaker is coming up. I'm gonna
Oh,
get that
okay,
one
we
that's
gotta-
like, the
No, we gotta get you know that weird store in Watama that's still open after all these years. You all know what I'm talking about.
What weird store?
Yeah,
know.
there's the
Oh, the downstairs one.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Across Roti Bar, right? There's a shop that sells everything and
Knickknacks,
anything.
paddywhacks,
And they have
everything.
like they've got
Yeah,
Hot Toys, Iron Man, Batman figures. They've got like
You actually
Beyblades.
rent boxes in
Yes,
there to
yes,
sell your
yes,
own stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still running. But the point I wanted to make was that they do have that magnetic floating stand things. So we could get one of those, and then
Nah, I'll go sneaker lah.
you guys could give us one
Indirect
of those.
promo. I'm personally wanting to go sneaker lah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I need to book the tickets. Okay, sorry. Let's go.
Before we get to the meat and biscuits of today's episode, let's talk about things we don't usually talk about, which is feedback, right?
Okay.
Last week we posted up a podcast of us with the beautiful, talented She Said Sadap, LV. And we got a bunch of comments and feedback from the listeners and people, both new and old, dropping us comments telling us that it wasn't a great
wasn't the
podcast
best.
because, there was a lot of cutting and interrupting. And usually I think people would either just make up excuses or sweep under the rug. But we felt, you know what? We're old, man. We got no time to pretend like we don't care. We care about people. We care about LV. We care about the stuff that we're doing. So
Right.
let's talk about it for a bit.
I think it was just a new dynamic.
Yeah.
We've not had a new guest for ever.
It's usually us.
Right. But I have to say, to everyone who felt like we were talking over everything,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think the energy was just really through the roof. It was like, I want to know. You need to understand, when there are new guests that come on the podcast, it's also a first time for us to get to know the person. So we kind of want to trot everything. But
Yeah.
I can guess that it was a bit hectic,
It was definitely.
the last episode. So we take notes taken, and it was actually quite an important note to us because when the new set comes out, you'll figure out why. So maybe it's a good timing,
Yeah.
It's a good timing of what has happened.
Just a backstory of the following events that happened. We did reach out to LV.
Yeah, of
because
course.
LV's a friend and she's very nice. She was talking to us about it anyway. We were joking about stuff.
Yeah.
But thanks for dropping the feedback and comments. I think we appreciate the fact that you guys care about it as well.
We owe LV a lot of Ramly burgers now. So,
And
but also I want to say something
Yeah.
that stood out to me from the events.
Okay.
A lot of these guys were like, "This is the first time I'm dropping a comment and it's a negative one." I'm like, yeah, maybe, think about that. Like, we make so many episodes.
That's also true.
And you never drop a positive one. Sorry, I'm just okay. Sorry, Jeremy's diving me
Jeremy's
back
holding
in.
up the duck.
I just felt quite like, actually, is that us as Malaysians? We don't say anything good until it's
we
a
don't.
bad thing.
I think it is.
But I tried to make it a point to like, even the Grab riders who like, deliver my food.
Yeah.
I'll write something nice for them, And then I give them a $6 tip.
Wow, $6 tips.
Wow,
a lot.
yeah, generous.
That's
They
delivery
need
fee,
help, really.
They really do.
But I just felt like, okay lah, guys, that I wholeheartedly take the criticism, but I'm like, wow, that's rough. If we are like, how many episodes in? Hi guys, this is the first time I'm
164.
writing. guys, just say something nice
160.
also.
160.
It's not if it's not to us. Jeremy really loves the comments.
Yeah.
If anything, Jeremy just prints them out and frames them on his room.
I don't
Just-
know about that one.
If you leave a nice comment, maybe I will print it.
Yeah.
He'll be very happy.
We'll
He's
wrap it
already
up
wearing
here
brighter colors.
about this one because we don't want to spend too much time on it. But we just want to say thank you. We appreciate the feedback. We have talked about it as a team. We've addressed it. We've debriefed as well.
Aye.
There are things to improve, and I think just as humans, there are a lot of things that we can be better at. So that's one of it.
We got to fight our Cantonese blood in terms of conversation.
I don't know about that
Energy.
one.
But
But
okay.
on to the podcast. This week, we're talking about how cool kids are and why we wanted to be cool.
I'm staring at nothing, so it's all you, man.
Don't worry about me.
got
That's why I'm the
nothing
host,
today.
right? So what is Mingan, Jeremy? What to you? How would you define?
Cool.
And when I say define, I really mean what comes into the top of your mind, right? How do you define cool? What's a cool person?
That gang.
That
It's not
gang.
a person, it's a gang.
Okay, just
So-
shout out some people that
You think
Cool
I'm
gang.
cool?
I can't remember any of the names at this point, sorry.
cool gang.
I know in high school there was a cool gang.
Okay,
In when we were we were in the YouTube industry.
Okay.
You know who thought was really cool?
who?
Dennis Yin. Cause he could dance.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Because I was watching him with like Eleco shots as well, right?
Yeah.
Dennis, you're listening this, you little bitch.
Oh, shit.
But I thought that was really cool, lah. You know,
Yeah.
like, wow, I got six pack, lah, got, you know, nice hair, got the moves, go on stage. I'm like, okay, that's pretty damn cool. Yeah. That's my definition of like,
That's cool.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool. He is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Jeremy,
I would think like, you know the word Taman Paramount is in my head.
Hey!
Why is Taman Paramount?
Ryan is here today.
Yeah, like literally, right? Like cool kids. That's my
So,
vision.
until now, I
I
don't
thought it was over
understand
already. I
this.
thought it was over.
I don't know. That sorry, it's still
This is
stuck in my head.
this is one of the memes that flew past me because I did not catch it. Like, what is up with them? I still don't know. Understand.
the people with very very agey outfits.
They're all in Taman Paramount.
Like apparently they gather
Supposedly,
there.
I don't know. Like, do they actually?
Can someone drop me a tag?
Can someone give us
I wanna
some
go and
group
see.
pictures of this
Yeah.
gathering?
Ryan, do you go Taman Paramount?
He doesn't
Ryan
want to
stays,
respond.
Ryan stays next to Taman Paramount.
shit.
Okay, so
okay.
cool. For me, when I think about cool, it's always like it's the confidence, man. It's like Megan said, like there will be a group of people that
Yes.
kind of gravitate together, hang out together, and you
Yes.
know, like when they walk in, you'll be like, are they judging me? You know, that's what that's what I feel cool is.
Yeah. The in some way it's
Yeah.
the bitchy gang.
Whoa.
You know? Those usually are the cool gangs.
So Dennis is the bitchy gang.
no. Those are the other kind of cools.
Okay.
The other kind of cools.
I,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really one of them.
A cool group to me today in the local scene, I would say.
Who's cool now?
Who's cool to me? Shucks.
The
I'm
musicians.
so out of it.
I feel like Cesare is damn cool.
Local scene.
Oh, local scene. He is local.
The dancers. What's
The
the name? I
dancers.
forgot their name.
The one that we showed the videos? Oh, the
Trippy.
Pasang.
Trippy.
The-
Trippy.
the- the
Those
clank
guys
song.
are cool.
Yeah.
Those guys were from Rejuvenate.
I feel that the amount of if you put so much effort
Hey,
into
shout out Trippy. We should get them on the show, man. I know them.
if I mean
guys.
that is actually cool. I don't know them personally, but the video is cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about the people because I don't know them.
Okay,
so,
they're cool guys,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're cool people. Like the way they dress, they hang, they
Wow,
make
who is
content.
cool?
you know?
I think people like Ultimate, Joe Flizzo,
Oh wow.
Caprice, all the hip hoppers are cool.
Caprice.
Yeah, they're all
That's
cool.
not the name we've heard in a while.
Like I feel that
What about like Maui?
who
Sorry,
I don't know this. Sorry. Oh wait, he's a singer, right?
Yeah.
I don't know him. But I feel like the hip hop in my brain, like I listen to a lot of hip hop. I feel that last time as a musician, even though we played acoustic, if I wanted to be cool, I would try to do hip hop.
Whoa.
Because I feel that that's why people listen to hip hop.
Okay.
To have
to
like,
be cool.
Yeah,
to
that's
be
a very
cool.
general like.
Yeah.
So now one is cool.
Oh, so no, I
AF,
mean, you
man.
see, like the minute you become hip hop, you're cool.
Yeah, it's
really,
true.
oh,
It's
you're
true.
damn cool. Oh. Sorry, I cannot. And this is coming from a real place. Oh, Eminem is damn cool. Jay-Z is damn cool. Jay-Z can get Beyonce. That's how cool he is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
it's cool.
That's
It's
how
true.
cool is. Okay, but yeah, other than that, who else?
I don't know. But all I'm getting is that there are different aspects of being cool, right? It's the work that you do, is the things that
Yeah,
you post
yeah,
up,
yeah,
is the
yeah.
group you hang out with, is
Yeah.
the clothes you wear at Taman Paramount,
Kitty
right?
Yi, oh my gosh, she's
Kitty
damn
Yi
cool.
is so freaking cool.
Miho is damn cool.
Okay, I'm feeling
I'm
right.
starting to get the gist of it now. Like just
I think being cool is really the confidence because these guys don't give a shit,
yeah, they're actually very confident.
right?
Yeah,
They just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I guess that's all the time we have for this podcast. That was quick. No. Okay, let's wind the clock back. Because now we've looked at the present. We've identified the source of coolness. Now let's
Okay.
get back to the roots of our own existence. Have you ever tried at any point of your life to be cool when you were growing up? Right?
Every day. I feel like it was
Let's hear some stories.
unattainable.
It's gonna be a crazy
I don't know.
one.
Maybe you start first. Cause
Okay. So I think again, like maybe cool is too big of a word.
Right.
If some of you guys are listening and you can't relate, you're like, oh, I've never wanted to be cool.
Okay.
That's fine. But maybe the word here is acceptance, right?
Oh.
Or you wanted to fit in. Because being cool is generally to be accepted by a group, to be fit to fit into a society, a structure.
Sure.
Right. And so for me, the earliest I can remember was when I was in primary school, I was in a school called SKDU.
Yep. That's
That was
my
our
school
Tama,
too.
right?
Yep.
And all of my close friends were Malay boys, and we hung out a lot. And they all had this burning passion for football. So a lot of them were Man
That's
United
true.
fans.
That's true.
And they would
That's true.
each assign each other a number. They'd be like, "Oh, you're Beckham, you're this, you're that." And it got so real because there'll be 11 of us walking together, And it's like, wow, we really knew our shit.
Okay.
And then I was like, I've no idea about football at all. Right? They're like, you're the defender. I'm like,
Sure.
glory.
yeah, then I say, why am I the defender? Because you don't really know football, so you just be defender to fill up the space.
Okay,
cool. And so these guys, this is the best part of the story. These guys all play football together. Like they play football together at their religious schools in the evening.
Okay.
So they have like Sekolah Agama, right?
Religious schools,
Yeah, so they
okay,
have like,
okay.
their religious classes.
Okay.
And after that, they will play football together. And then our school, SKDU, started to have a football club. And there was a coach that came in. And this coach had
Experience.
really good experience. Like he taught the Malaysian team. He had a tenure in like Man U in UK. So
Whoa.
he was training
Oh.
like the junior team or something, or he was a assistant coach.
Interesting.
And so he started he started a club in our school, and they all joined, and I was like, oh, you guys have fun, right? And then I was like, shit, I need to join. Because that's what everyone's doing. That's what all my friends are doing. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
Okay.
So my mom was like, are you sure? Like, you really like football? I'm like, I love it, mom.
Oh, I see.
I
see
love
where this is
I
going.
love football so
I
much.
see where this is going.
She's like, name me 4 footballers. Yes.
I see this.
Beckham.
I see where this is
David
going.
Beckham and David Beckham.
I got it.
My mom's a football fan, so
Oh.
she didn't mind, right?
Yeah.
And my mom was a big fan of Liverpool.
Brazil.
So she was like, you know what? If you like football, if you want to do these classes, get into it. And so it was a whole ordeal because we signed up, and dude, the amount of kacang you need to buy, right? It's ridiculous, bro. Like I had to buy a jersey and shorts. I had to buy like the boots. I had to
Yep.
buy the long socks for the boots. I had to buy the shin guards to put in my long socks while I was wearing boots. I had to buy a ball. I had to buy a ball pump. I had to buy a set of cones to practice at home.
I vaguely remember all this.
Bro, my mom dropped at least like if equivalent to today's money, $1,000 on me.
Wow.
Right? And then
Intense.
there's also like, the payment every week when you go for practice and stuff.
Yep.
And I hated it. I hated it so much. I got scolded by the coach all the time because I was doing the dribbles wrong. He's like, oh, do it inside, do it outside. I'm like, we're inside the hall. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. And like he'd be cross leg pass. I'm like,
I don't know what is this.
I have straight legs. I don't know what you're talking about. It was difficult. I got scolded, and the only thing I looked forward to
going home.
was snack time, like because we had bananas and yogurt
Wow.
that my
Fancy.
mom bought for me. Not even the coach. He didn't even provide us snacks. He was just like, all right, guys, I want you all to eat your bananas and your yogurt. Then I was like, it was such a big thing because he was telling us like, as footballers, as athletes, you need to get the right nutrition. We were like,
Which
wow,
is bananas and yogurt.
Bananas and yogurt for that slow release energy, potassium,
Wow.
bro.
Okay, whatever.
I remember this shit for some reason. And I remember there was one day I got scolded really badly because like I was doing a cross wrong, and he came to me, he scolded me, he told me like, you've been here for like 2-3 months and you still can't get this right. And I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And I remember I was so angry that when we played a full game, this is full field, 11 young children on a full field.
That's mad.
Right? I don't know. The running was forever. I was a defender position. All right.
That's great. You don't need to run.
But I
just
was
stay
so
there.
angry. I had so much angry energy in me. I decided that day I'm going to do crazy shit.
I'm a striker.
I'm a striker. The
guess who
opponent,
lost?
the opponent team tried shooting. I'll go call it, pass it to my right defender. He passed it to me. And in that moment, I decided I was going to be a cool kid. In that moment, I decided you're going to recognize me as the champion of this mother effing team. And so I started running with the ball.
Any guesses where he's gonna go, guys?
I ran with the ball. All of my friends were shouting. Haikal was shouting, "Ming, pass the ball, bro, pass to the midfield, pass to the striker."
Was Saiful part of this?
No, Saiful wasn't.
Okay, Saiful wasn't.
And I just ran because I was so angry, right? And I was like, "You're gonna learn today." And I ran and I ran and I ran. And what seemed forever, I ran finally, approaching the opponent's goal.
Right.
And I kicked the ball so freaking hard that I remember my leg hurt, you know. I was like, wow, I kicked the ball so hard and the ball flew at the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Smacked him in the face.
Oh.
And he was bleeding. Did I score a goal? No. But everyone remember that day, the defender who got angry and made another boy cry.
Okay.
Was I the cool kid?
Not the ending that I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Were you at the end of the day?
No, not
You got
really.
red card or yellow card or anything?
My coach came up to me and was like, what are you doing? You go and sit down. You go and drink water.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's intense.
That was...
Interesting.
This is one of the stories I have, guys.
That's interesting.
Was I cool? I don't know. I think wanting to be cool makes people do crazy things.
That's a great takeaway from that story.
Right?
Because
Yeah.
I have no kesimpulan from that story at this point. I'm like, what was the coolness in this?
I don't know, like you go
yeah,
the
yeah,
extent you would go to just fit in. Like you would do things you don't even like.
Yeah. When you find yourself in this unknown territory, you start to get angry, basically. Like, what the shit am I
It's
doing
true.
here?
Because you generally don't even like it.
Yeah. That what am I doing here? I'm pissed off at everyone. Hey, you, here's a ball to your face.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Jeremy, do you have a story of how you were trying to fit in before we
Yeah.
go over to Megan?
You know, that's a very stupid story.
I'm all for stupid stories.
But like, this is very short story. But when I was young, I was very like a nerd, lah. I would say. Like, I'm not.
Now still, no.
Yeah, I'm still a nerd.
I mean,
but,
see, Ryan's a bitch. Ryan immediately went, sorry.
but
Alright.
I mean, like last time I used to like. I wasn't like I was good student. You know, I wouldn't do like stupid stuff. I wouldn't like yeah. But I remember one day, remember. I'm not sure when you were growing up. You know the nuts, not
Yes.
the nuts, the jelly beans, the smelly one.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
bean boozer or something.
Yeah.
I remember I brought it, right?
Okay.
And my group of friends are also like good kids also, right? So we're all like one gang. Then the cool kids came. Oh, what's that? And basically the entire
What's that?
afternoon, after lunch, they kept coming to my table and like trying the bean boozer. And that to me, that
felt so cool.
that felt so cool. I don't know why.
These guys are like literally stealing your food,
Yeah,
right?
they stealing my food. But the fact they came over to me and like
I'm the
was trying
supplier.
my food
I'm
and
the
like
supplier.
not
Yeah.
giving any like not judging me for that. Like
Do they usually?
like I mean we already said the cool kids like there's an aura of
correct.
judgment.
Yeah,
Right?
there is an aura of impending judgment.
Yeah, so but that day they
You
were
felt
no
so
judgment.
happy.
It was just
That's
we're very
interesting.
happy to get your jelly beans from
Yeah.
you. But
Yep.
hey,
I don't
that
know-
day till today,
Yeah.
it's still in my head.
I don't know how to tell you
That's
this.
the core memory, bro.
You were robbed. Basically. I don't know how to tell you this, but
I was robbed.
I'm pretty
but-
sure you were robbed.
But I wasn't robbed of
But
the
you were happy
joy.
about it.
I was happy.
You were
I was
happy about
happy
it.
to be robbed.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
that's-
truly were. You truly were. Sweet baby Jeremy, sweet nerdy baby Jeremy. That's wild.
What's a simple?
What's
There's no Casimiro.
There's no
I just
lesson
tried.
Cool, but feeling cool makes you do crazy things. I feel.
No, I feel like the lesson there is that to be liked by cool people, you're willing to be taken advantage
Who's making these calls? Like,
He's
like
the poor boy letting people rob his food.
I mean, that's
But it's not really food lah. If you think about it,
it's a
I
treat.
mean,
nasty.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah.
So they're just eating the stuff they don't want,
Yeah.
and in
How
exchange,
old were you?
got a call memory.
11,
Damn.
12.
Ah, damn.
Very
that's
young.
cute.
Damn,
Oh
damn,
my
damn.
God.
Okay, Megan, do you have a story
Um,
of any time you try to fit in?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think fitting in has ever worked out for me. Since I was a kid, I think primary school was like the happiest days of my life because I think no one cares, right? But when my friends started to figure out what cool means and being in the main group kind of thing, I felt very like even from a young age, I felt like I didn't want to waste my energy trying to live up to this standard. I didn't even know what a standard was, but I remember the first few things that I did was okay, I need to sort out my hair, and this is the origin story of why I just don't care about my hair, right? Back then, hair was a very big thing, and people used gel, and then there was no spray yet. They used a lot of like gel, like very goopy stuff.
Ball cream
Yeah,
gel.
and that makes your hair look like literal durian spikes, right?
Yeah.
And from very early on, I realized that my hair is not built for this gel.
Yeah, it's really not.
So after I just tried one bottle, that bottle was the sign to me, yeah, Minghan, I'm not gonna be cool. That's it. And I just could not do it. I tried all kind of shortness, hairstyles. I tried bringing the gel bottle to school, to continuously refill it during the day. Nothing worked. Like nothing worked. And I was just like, wow, shit, if hair is the sign of being cool, I'm out, man. I gotta find a new circle of friends.
Damn.
But because the cool group, they always either wore their pants really low, they had their hairstyle all the time, and they were very like brave with fashion choices in school, where you're not supposed to be brave with fashion choices, right? They would wear like
Chains.
chains, necklaces, earrings, watches, and this kind of thing. And I'm like, I realized at a very, very quick young age, I got no time for this shit. I got better things to do with my time in the morning, like sleep and not prepare, how I look like for the rest of the day. But I think the times where it actually started to like, oh, maybe I want to try and be cool was when I started to see like, oh, actually these guys are all the girls they will get one. Like, oh shit. Right. The girls like this kind of shit. So it wasn't really like it wasn't really a direct thing, but like I it was a very weird experience trying to fit in because I felt so comfortable with my group of friends, which were like the nerdy, geeky ones, where we can talk about comics, we can talk about shows that we watched. I remember that I had a good friend called Andrew, and we would play like Star Wars because we freaking love lightsabers, and we would be like messing around, like bang, zang, 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 and that kind of thing. And the cookies are like, what the hell you're doing, right? I'm a kid, let me play, And I just really felt like, wow. There was one thing I really wanted as a kid. Okay. Who is the lead cool kid making the calls about what cool is?
That's
I never understood. Where is the standard? Like
I've been a victim of that one.
Like
Why?
who does
I want to know. I want to know how to get there.
Yeah, like because there's a ringleader, for example, or there's a certain like level of coolness where everyone adheres to. And I was always very curious, like who sets this bar? Like who sets the style or the meta for cool at this point, And I was like, huh? How do you automatically know that, oh, everyone needs to walk a certain way, or like, oh, your pants need to be that low? I'm like, I'm very honest, right? I asked my friend who wears his pants though, they're not comfortable, man, wear like that. No lah, can wear belt so your pants don't fall down. I'm like, what the punde? Like, why I want to wear belt? But I think because I was very inquisitive in nature, a lot of these things never rolled off, and I felt very comfortable with. For me, the few things that I learned was like, I'd rather just be around people that I can have fun and not worry. Because I felt like I did have certain times that I was within this cool group, but I felt like you cannot let your guard down on, You have to be very aware about how you look, what you're doing, how you walk. I cannot bring my big tumbler along because it's not cool. I cannot bring food from home because it's not cool.
Hey, wow, that's
that
me.
one.
Right?
That's us.
Right? Yeah, but I gave up. I gave up really quick. I was just too hungry. I didn't want to spend money. So like, you see, like there's a very logical side of my brain that just kicks in all the time. And I felt that those were the formative years of my character that I just did not care. Like to a certain degree, because it just didn't make sense. Being cool was too much of a sacrifice of a normal functioning life that, you know what? I'll just hang with my two good friends. We will go eat our tapao food from home, and you guys can do whatever you want.
I think this is quite true about you. Like in you're quite unfazed about what the
norm.
Norm is one of it. Trend,
Acceptable trend. Okay,
or like
trend.
what is required to be of the tier 1 social strata.
I mean, it's not that I tried. I felt really. I mean, in That's true. But it's also like you felt like you lost out a lot because they get all the attention. And as a growing teenage boy, some more often than not that you like a certain girl, you will never get their attention
Yeah.
because you're not in this group, right?
Yeah.
So I did feel like, oh shucks, this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, boys, looks like it's you and me and Star Wars for a few years, guys.
But do you think it's related to popularity?
100%.
That's
If
why,
you're
like,
in that group, you get the popularity boost.
Yeah.
Right? But that also made me wonder, how did you get popular? Like, what made you stand
Who
out?
decided
Yeah,
that
who?
was the...
Who decided
I have
you were the
I have a
ones?
theory.
Let's
Okay,
hear the
please.
theory.
My theory is they probably have older siblings who have been through that
Yes.
stage.
Yes.
You realize all the
Right.
popular kids always got siblings on.
So he had no one to reference.
Yeah, I got no reference.
I had a reference.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Right?
That's a good theory, dude. That's pretty good.
Because if you think about it,
Right,
all the
right.
popular kids probably had some older sibling.
Dude, you're so right. Like, I'm having flashbacks to conversations with other kids now. We're standard one, right?
I'm flashing back to nothing, I don't know.
like, we're standard one, and then suddenly, like, no one knows anything, right? Then suddenly one guy comes up and just says a bad word that no one, like, hey, you smelly bastard. And then we're like, what?
I want to learn.
What's that?
I want to
They
learn.
said, oh, my sister told me that's a really bad word. Oh, then you're like, oh shit! They go around, smell a bastard. nobody actually said that. It was something else.
Right.
But that was the kind of stuff they were like, wow, that's crazy,
But, I mean, actually that's true.
right?
Maybe that's a bit true.
Because you learn something from someone
Yeah.
older that you look up to.
Yeah. Because all the gangsters also got older role models, all the older
oh,
kids.
dude.
Yeah.
The theory of everything right here
Right.
on the Tabletop Podcast.
The time that did change was, I felt that this is quite true, but it doesn't really work out for everyone. I just continued doing the things that I like, and some of the things that I like ended up being in the athletics team.
Oh yeah.
Somehow the athletes get a free pass
Then
into some stuff.
you became cool then.
No, not really.
Shit.
Because I still look like a dweeb lah. So just that the gangsters wouldn't mess lah. Because I did short part in high school.
Yeah, they can't.
And this like dweepy guy with
punch
my,
your face,
my
you're dead,
pants
man.
until my belly button.
Oh.
I could go head to head with the biggest guy and arm wrestle and not lose.
That's wild.
So from that point, I was very good friends with. They were very nice guys. They were all in Pralehan, and I also went into I went to the art stream to do one elective, so I got to know a lot of them. But you can see lah that when I got to know them even more, I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from. It has to be coming from somewhere else.
For
'Cause
everyone who doesn't understand, Parahan is like the
remedial class, because all
Yeah.
the naughty boys usually are that one, right?
Yeah.
But yeah lah, that's the
That's an
thing.
interesting story.
I was
Damn.
motivated to try to be cool because of girls.
Okay.
But it was not like an obsession. It was like I like one girl.
Yeah.
And I
But then
was wondering.
later on in your like towards the end of your high school era, you had a band. And that was cool as shit.
Yeah, but
Like, that was cool to me. I
they were
wanted
all-
a band.
Do you
My
take
band
a,
sucks.
Do you take a good look at my members?
yeah, but they were
All freaking dweebs, you
No,
know.
but you guys played gigs and
yeah.
at that era when there was no social media.
No.
It's damn impressive for a band to be invited by another school to perform at prom.
It was block.
That's wild.
block era. But I feel like that's the thing. I couldn't have. It sticks back lah to like finding a circle you're very comfortable
Yeah.
with. Because my friend circle, like maybe one or two of them are quite close to the popular kids, but we all
yeah.
just like the same things.
Yeah.
And then, hey, let's try and play music one day. And I kicked one of my friend out, and he never forgave me from that.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna
I feel
talk about
very
that
bad
one.
until today.
He probably felt like he wasn't cool.
But I didn't feel that he was not cool to kick him. I just like you didn't practice a song. We can't practice, together. I was very logical, right? But yeah, there are certain things. This guy he didn't practice. Everyone can hear. I'm like, they were so nice. They're like, it's okay, can do again. I'm like, no, cannot do again. Performance next week already, So like, hey, you play his part, you get out.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he never talked to me again.
Oh.
That was I think that was a core memory for him. I feel very bad about it. But
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
you got
For
yeah.
me, like so it's quite interesting that we've got a mix of like you're the end spectrum of like, I don't really care. It doesn't faze me. For me, that is that's my whole life, right? Like I think it's chasing the things that people are interested. So I would learn about it and be able to talk to them about it.
Right.
And that's why it wasn't just football, man. It was like scouts. I freaking hate the outdoors.
I don't know why.
Why would I join the damn scouts? But I did anyway. And then my mom had to spend another 100 ringgit
Wow, my mom
plus
blow a lot of money on this bitch.
just so I got the full scout like uniform with the
At
rope
home,
and the
I
whistle.
connect the museum of Mingyu growing up,
and
literally.
then after that there was taekwondo.
Wushu.
okay, wushu was like my choice. But
Beyblade.
there were so many things that I wanted to get into and learn because to me,
There were people doing it, right?
yeah, to people, I was like, oh, I this is cool. That's cool. But okay, so I don't know. Maybe that's a conversation for another day. I think where I want to land here is that instead of the word cool, just for everyone who's listening into this, we want to switch that out to the whole idea of acceptance, right?
Right.
And why it's such a big thing for us. Because there will be characters like some of you guys who are listening to this can relate to like my stories and be like, oh yeah, I tried to do this, I tried to fit in, I did things that I didn't like just so that people would like me, right? You buy things for people, you go out of you to help them just so that you'll be accepted. But then there's also another group of people who can relate more to like Ming Han, who is like, I've never wanted that. I don't chase that life.
Season 4, Stranger Things. I would be in the Hellfire Club. You know? Season 4.
You would actually.
Yeah, because I just like if you're passionate about a game, I will find people that I'll be comfortable around and I'll be very happy with.
So you be in the Hellfire
But
Club.
I'll be also like, I'm also the kind that if I like sports, then
I'm
I'm just going to
Nancy
play
lah.
lah.
I'm definitely Nancy.
Who's Nancy?
I'm like
Nancy
the
really-
I'm like the
reporter.
hot girl who is like who has like, oh, I don't mind hanging out with
Like-
you all.
I don't know. I just feel like watching Stranger Things and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, this is very true. Like of course there's certain extremities to certain things. I feel like some of my friends never really got out of that stage. You know, they like to stay within the comfort circles, which is quite the same with some of my popular friends as well. After high school, they tried to be the same for college.
Oh, dude,
And then
I was
it just
gonna...
steamrolls.
Oh, that
you know?
hurts, man.
But I was very glad that in college, because of my degree and my environment, the cool club, or the cool kids club, was never a really real thing in psychology.
I was just gonna say, right. Here's a fun exercise for
Okay.
everyone, right?
Uh-oh.
Even you, Jeremy.
I hate exercise.
Think about all the cool people that you thought was in the cool gang in
Right.
high school and college.
Yeah.
And then think about where they are now. Like, do you feel like they're still cool or do you pity them?
a bit tougher.
Because
a bit tough.
there
Let me
was a
think,
group
let me-
of people in my mind that I was like, wow, these guys are like clubbing and they're drinking, they're going to clubs underage, they're smoking and doing all that. And they're like friends with like older people. And I look at them now, I'm just like, oh man, I feel bad for you. Some of them get knocked up real young.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they,
Actually,
they don't want the kid, stuff
More
like that.
more often than not, right? There's this phrase called "they peaked in high school"
They peaked in high school.
or "they peaked in college," and then it was just like
Downhill.
trying to reclaim that same
Yeah.
glory.
So surprisingly, right?
Let's hear it.
For me, it's the uni people that I met that I thought were cool. That now is a bit in the rusty spot.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
I mean,
like-
they peaked in uni lah, that kind of
so,
thing, right?
but
yeah.
but then again, the people in high school somehow, I don't know.
Still good.
Still
I feel
got
like there's been a solid-
element, but I think I'm still young, so maybe like
You are
Haven't
still
there
young.
yet, haven't there yet. Yeah,
You
yeah.
haven't hit the
'Cause-
the waves of life yet.
Because honestly, right, from where I am right now, right, like, because a lot of my friends, because I know the wonders of Facebook, I keep an eye on a lot of them, and some of them are good friends. I just don't keep in touch, but we were good friends.
Yeah.
And I can see that the quote unquote popular group, many of them just kind of fizzled out and just became whatever. But the non-popular group really like blossomed in their work life, right? They became like, wow, I can't even recognize you anymore. I mean, of course, they changed their name and I don't recognize them at all. But I feel like it's just when you decide to flourish or when you remove that oppression of the cool group, right? And then you go and find your new surroundings, right? Wow, they become this like, oh, damn, look at you. Last time we got no teeth, now it's all straight already, Like, what happened to you?
Shit,
You know?
got money.
Yeah, got money.
to do
Yeah.
the dental.
So like, we were quite funny also because like one of the cool boys, like really cool guys, is playing Flesh and Blood now. Like we meet him in Victor's. Kenneth, right? I mean, I'm dropping names. Kenneth was the cool kid last time for me in high school. Because
He's
he's
a
like,
Mac player?
yeah, Mecca. Kenneth, he was like the guy. Dude, he was that tall.
he's quite cool.
Shit.
Dude, he was that tall when we were 13, okay?
What the F? That doesn't make sense.
Dude, he's this really
Is that why he
brooding
was
tall
cool?
guy. Yeah, he's damn cool. Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's still
Because
quite
he
cool.
was...
Yeah, he's still cool, right?
He's still cool.
He's still cool, right? Yeah,
He's
yeah.
still cool?
Yeah, but in a
He
different
wears a
vibe, like adult
Wear
cool.
a
lah.
shirt
Yeah.
to the
Family
for
business, all that kind of thing, right?
Jeremy, that's just people who wear office clothes.
But you
But
see,
but everyone else isn't like
but
everyone-
if you
Not
ask
who
me,
wears office clothes.
I mean, but you ask me, right? I think it's real. To me, it's cool meeting him in Flesh and
we
Blood.
need to have a side conversation outside the podcast about this.
Yeah, because like if it was
so cool.
it was back in high school, I would never catch him playing card games like that with like my friends and my geek
Serious?
friends, right? But right now where he is, I'm like, wow, damn, okay.
That's so cool.
Is
Full
one
circle
of that. Yeah.
moment.
It's
Yeah.
really interesting. And but again, it doesn't apply to everyone. Not
It
all of them.
doesn't, no.
Not all of them worked out like Kendall.
No,
Like Kendall
no.
is cool, but like some of them real rough, man.
Case,
real rough.
case to case.
It's a really
It's a
case to
case by case basis,
It's
yeah.
I think it's how much you hold on to trying to
Yes.
like, you know.
Oh, this podcast is a really good lesson.
I have
The lesson is
what?
if you stay complacent and comfortable, not wanting to grow and improve yourself,
Oh shit.
your peak will be just there.
wherever it
But
was.
I think it works harder for those who peak early.
Yes.
Right.
No,
So-
it's harder.
Right.
Right?
Because I think it's automatic.
Like for me, like, when we're talking about the whole Facebook, when you look at your Facebook friends, right? Like the ones who are like popping off when you're young. And
I
then you
just
look,
pull a fill up now.
and then you look at them today, you're just like, whoa, what happened to you? You know? Because it's like you knew they had confidence and they had like that I have
Charisma.
everything going on for me, right?
Hmm.
And then you see where they are today and you know they're not happy. But also that's me projecting, right?
maybe.
But I'm more excited to see the ones that are like nerdy AF who
Right.
were quiet as shit. Now self-made millionaires.
Can I-
running their own like shit, you know?
I'll
Wow, I'm
just
so
do
happy to
a
see
small
that.
a small observation. Like it's not backed by any research or hard data, right?
Oh shit. Our
But
favorite kind.
the cool group, right? Like even in my circle, I don't know whether it's true for everyone's circles. The cooler group, the one that dated a lot, right? A lot of them now, their lives are still here and there.
Yes.
But the more chill, like nerdy group, geeky group,
Solid.
right? They have solid family lives already. They have like 1 or 2 kids in already. Their jobs are going fine. And like it's so different, the worlds now. Like you wouldn't have guessed like these guys were the nerdy ones who were not cool at all.
Yeah.
And these guys were the cool
Yeah.
group. Like
But I mean, of course, you know, that being said, it's maybe like the cool people don't want that kind of life. Hard to
Right.
say. We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't
because
know.
some of the cool people some people I respect is the people who still party hard but they work hard.
Okay.
Those I respect a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
And there are
correct.
quite a lot of those who like first they party so much, right? Like on social media you see they are having a fun life, but then they are graduating with first class honors. So
yeah,
who
sorry,
am
those
I-
are just
who
prodigies.
am I to
lah.
say?
Those are
I mean,
just
that's-
prodigies.
That's
They're-
King's College shit, man.
Every circle got a few one, really one. I don't know how. They just read the book one time.
They
get
just,
the A1.
they just do it so well.
Talented.
Or maybe maybe it's the partying that really gives you the A's, but it's not me. I cannot party, so I don't know. But yeah, that's just my observation, like, I feel. But hey, man,
Final thoughts, man. What are your final thoughts? What have you discovered about coolness and acceptance that you maybe did not have earlier?
Coolness is a state of mind.
It is. It really is.
hey, speaking about coolness, right? I think I can sum up one story, lah.
Okay.
No, when we started YouTube, we were not doing sketches. We were not doing sketches. Like, for the
Rants.
life of me,
You're
we
doing
didn't even know what sketches were, right? Yeah. We were doing music, right? And we were really just recording normal random stuff. And this is going to hit a few if they're listening, lah.
Oh shit.
The nerves that will hit. It was not cool to be a YouTube cover artist at that time. It was not cool. But we were doing YouTube because we could only get into open mics or like random public events, and we were not like the cool bands at that time, lah. And what really sucked, right, was like one of the times that, we're doing some covers already from time to time. We met up, there were some events, because there were blogging events and everything. One of the members of a band last time, which was quite big, the band, they came out and said, hey, you're all doing YouTube covers now, don't do YouTube, there's no future. And like hearing this from the cool people, right, it was like,
What's that?
wow, suck because like, we looked at you guys and thought you were cool, so we tried to do what we could, and then they were like, hey, there's no future, don't do this YouTube thing. And then years down the road, I am a pure believer of just do what you love, then and don't worry about it. If you
Yeah.
don't follow trend, set the trend, that's it.
And do yourself. Like
Yeah.
you do you.
Just you-
Yeah.
you-
Yeah.
Because now that individual is now struggling to keep up with the YouTube and the online trend. And I felt like, was it cool then? Are we doing the same things now? Yeah, we're actually doing even more in-depth things now. But this has become the trend, right? Online media has become the trend. So just fall back to what you like. You do what you love. If it works out, you'll be cool. If it doesn't work out, you do still be doing what you love. So
Yeah.
like,
No one
win-win.
loses anything.
Yeah.
I think that's the best advice I can give a kid. Like, if I could go back in time and tell myself, like, one
Don't-
thing
don't waste
about
so much
this whole
money.
thing. Yeah, like just do like don't do the things you don't like. Like don't ever do it because you will find things that you like and you would want to spend more time and money on that one. So don't do it just because like other people are doing it.
Actually, that's true. When I was a kid, I never did something that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I found it impossible to. I couldn't commit to. No matter who was there, I could not commit to doing something I didn't like.
It's hard, man. I've been there, done that.
I don't know how
sucks
you-
ass. Dude. Sucks.
Well, you made quite a few friends, I mean,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least
we
your,
really
your
have.
social circles, So
Man, I hope you guys took away something from this podcast. It's an interesting one when we talk about acceptance and where your sense of self-worth is, right?
Oh.
It's something that we can definitely talk about more in the future. But hey, just want to loop back to a life that isn't worth experiencing if you don't have these things.
Oh.
So, hey, it's okay to make weird decisions in life. Just remember, guys, coolness is a state of mind.
And as long as you're happy, just
Yeah,
do
as
whatever
long
you're
as
doing.
you're happy, just do
yeah,
whatever
but
you want.
be happy in your own accord, Don't be happy at the risk of someone else's happiness.
Please.
That's the rule.
This week's song recommendation, again, looping back to the first part of our podcast, is Make It Better by Anderson .Paak and Smokey Robinson. It sounds something like this. I think it's just, we can all make it better in life.
Nice.
As
Pop it.
it's quite poppy.
Yep.
He's so cool.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't give a shit. Anderson, he's got blonde, wavy hair now, and he wears a skirt. Like, Anderson doesn't give a shit, and that guy is cool.
You go Google him because I got nothing to do with my screen.
Yeah, but yeah, he's cool. If you guys want more cool stuff or get caught up with all the latest podcasts, check us out on Takeaway Table on YouTube. We're also available on Apple and Spotify. Music, it's Table Talk Podcast. Also, jump in to the Discord community. That's discord.gg/takeawaytable. That's discord.gg/takeawaytable. And follow us on TikTok at the Takeaway Table because that's where the cool clips are. And if you
clips.
and if you jump onto our TikTok, right, you will also find our peripheral TikToks as well.
Oh,
You will find the blank stick TikTok. That's where the crazy stuff happens. What goes on behind the scenes at the office and the
so
studio.
many questions. So many questions.
We need to do a podcast about our recent trip to Langkawi.
Oh.
That's in the works. But until then, we'll see you guys next time. And again, drop us more comments and feedback and messages. We love to hear what you have to say, even if they're not very nice. We still take it with stride. That's us. Just like Anderson .Paak, we make it better.
Okay, many
Okay.
questions.
So, final words to all of you cuties and coochies out there. Keep those asses clean.
Do what you love, lah.
Do what you effing love.
Okay. Don't worry. Just do.
And hey, as much as you're dropping some negative comments and feedback,
Okay.
drop a mother effing positive one.
Yeah, that'll be
Okay.
great. That'll be.
Don't let it be the first comment you drop.
Make Jeremy smile. Hashtag.
Just make Jeremy effing smile, man.
Jerry smile.
F you, man. Sorry.
Okay, Jeremy.
Okay, guys. See you guys.